Hey y'all, welcome to All Natural Cam. I'm Cam, and today's video we're doing Aquarius placements. With the season closing out, I just kind of decided, hey, let me gear back towards astrology really and do a Aquarius placement video. So we're gonna start so this video doesn't get super long because I can talk about Aquarius all day. But okay, yeah, let's get started. So Aquarius placements in general are very cunning, strong, unique, observant, fighters, confrontational, egotistical, very blunt, cunning, and dramatic. I can say that too, dramatic. They're also leaders. They are inventors, so expert in the craft that they choose. So yeah, that's just Aquarius placements. But okay, let's start with the planets, because each planet with Aquarius placement is actually very different, and sometimes I do believe, yeah, each planet is different. But yeah, let's start with the planets. So to me, Aquarius placements in different planets are completely different Aquariuses. I can say that. Like Aquarius Mercuries are not the same as Aquarius suns. Aquarius Mercuries are a little less confrontational than Aquarius suns. Like Aquarius suns will confront anybody. They will confront the president of the United States of America. Aquarius Mercury's on the other hand, more so focused on what they want depending on which sign they're coupled with. But yeah, let's start. So Aquarius suns are cunning, dramatic, strong leaders. They're very good at networking. They have a very close-knit group of friends. They could be very naive in love as well. Yeah, strong, sometimes aggressive. An Aquarius sun is like, I'm gonna say what I have to say, and if you want to fight about it, we can. Period, babe. Like, if you want to fight about it, we can. That's Aquarius. Like, Aquarius literally do that. They're also very unique. Let's see, Aquarius suns. Yeah, their Aquarius is in the sun, which is ego. So that's just like an initial what Aquarius placement is. Like, they are also petty. Aquarius suns, Aquarius placements in general are very petty, okay? But Aquarius suns also refuse to be jealous of anybody. Aquarius placements in general refuse to be jealous of anybody, and if they do feel like they're jealous of somebody, they work even harder. So, because they like, if I'm jealous of somebody, if I feel some type of way towards somebody, obviously I'm lacking somewhere in my life that I need to, level up. Aquarius have a good way of registering their jealousy, but also an insecure Aquarius placement can destroy you and destroy themselves too. That's how Aquarius operate. If I'm hurt, everybody's hurt. But yeah, suns, the bad, that's really the bad in suns. Really, it's prominent in suns. Aquarius moons are, let's see, oh sorry, I made some little notes because my mind's everywhere and I get off track very easily. So the moon is strong-willed, manipulative, and has a very smart mouth. Very smart in general, but a very smart mouth as well. Cunning, sneaky, kind of like the Mercury. Aquarius moons, I see them mostly in like entertainment because they come up with such original ideas. They're very original. They come up with a lot of things that a lot of people are like, whoa, where'd you think of that? Like, they're very original. They're not the suns are more so fighters than the moons and the Mercuries. The moon and Mercury is more so of intelligence. Like a moon, yeah, the moon and Mercury is just like, she's beneath me, I don't have to deal with her, period. Like, they're just like, I don't have to deal with those things, they're beneath me, or I'm too good for this. Because Aquarius are known to have God complexes, and it's in the sun, but in the moon it's different. Like, in the moon it's like, I don't have to deal with anybody I don't need to deal with because I'm better than this, while the sun is like telling everybody how much of a god they are, all right. Mercury is manipulative, very smart in business, very smart in their craft, strategic, sneaky, blunt, very, very blunt. And they also are hardworking. They're very hardworking towards their goals because it's an Aquarius mindset. They're just constantly being fueled by these original ideas and different ways to move and stuff like that. So they're usually looked up to a lot, and they're like, how do you think like that and stuff like that? So they're the inventors. They invent a lot of stuff. Unlike the moons kind of influence people in like the way that they are, the way they carry themselves. Mercury influences people by what they produce. So it's just like, whoa, why didn't I think of that, or something like that? So that's the real difference between them. Next we have the Venus. Now, Aquarius, do not get mad at me, but Aquarius Venuses have a thing for ghosting. Aquarius period have a thing for ghosting, but Aquarius Venus have it bad. Like, if they feel like this situation, there's nothing coming from this love situation, they're going to ghost you. They're just going to stop talking to you. You no longer serve them. But they also, when they love you, like when you catch an Aquarius, and like if you actually like interest in Aquarius and they actually love you and you know, ride with you, they are, like I said, kind of naive in love. But that's mostly like the suns though. They're very adventurous. They could be obsessive. Again, smart. Aquarius Venuses are very unique. They find different ways to show their love, but they also can be very detached. So if they get an emotional partner like a Cancer Venus, or maybe a Pisces Venus or something like that, they could be very detached from the emotions. But they usually choose emotional partners so that they can learn these things, so they can stop being so detached. That's what causes them to ghost. When they're so detached, they just say F it and just go, like, and go find something that's going to benefit them more. And there's nothing bad about that, honestly. If you need to do what you need to do for yourself, then that's cool. But yeah, Aquarius Venuses, they're also very cute. I can say that. Aquarius Venuses, Aquarius placements in general are very they're very pretty or handsome, for the simple fact that they have this God complex, and you can't be ugly with a God complex. Actually, I know some ugly Aquarius with God complexes, but I mean, everybody's beautiful to somebody. But yeah, it's the way they carry themselves. It's the confidence that comes with an Aquarius placement. I'll get to the other dark side Aquarius in a minute. But yeah, it's the confidence that comes with an Aquarius placement that makes them so attractive, on top of their intelligence and their creativeness and stuff like that. So yeah, Aquarius Mars is ego-filled, very unique. They're not necessarily aggressive. They just say what they have to say. They don't expect to fight after it. They just say what they have to say most of the time. They will fight you, but they don't want to fight you. They're strategic, blunt. They also have a thing for ghosting as well. Cunning. Let's see. My bad. I can't even read my own writing. I wrote that. Rather destroy you than words, than fight, like I said. Yeah, that's really what they're very smart too. They're probably very book smart. Aquarius Marses, they move like an Aquarius, but depending on their Mercury and their sun and stuff like that, they could be sometimes very ditzy, but they move with the God complex. So it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna give them their props, you know? I'm gonna give them their props. Screw it. Like, you did your thing, I guess. But yeah, that's Aquarius Mars is depending on what it's coupled with, could be a very strong placement, or just, you know, just to keep you afloat. Like, for instance, if a Capricorn with a water moon, okay, I had to fix my little thingy thing, it was irritating me. But yeah, Aquarius Mars, they move with the God complex, they move with the confidence, even if they're not so confident. Aquarius know how to leave their head held up high no matter what situation. So that's really a good trait about Aquarius. Is some Aquariuses, probably like the moon and the Mercury, are sometimes get stuck in their ego or in their God complexes, and causes them to be in situations longer than needed. Aquarius placements in general have that problem because they believe that they're so great, which you are. I'm not saying you aren't, but because of the God complex that you have, sometimes you get into situations where you're being obviously played and you don't see it, because you're like, how could you play me? Look at me. Like, and it's like, look at you, you're amazing, you're beautiful. But that's usually the unevolved Aquarius. The evolved Aquarius usually peeps the situation before it even happens and leaves. Like, yeah, but it's all in the learning process, you know. But okay, next, Jupiter. Jupiter, I feel like, embodies all the good traits of Aquariuses. The leadership, good stubbornness, you know, good complex, good God complex, healthy. I say they're very, very good at business too. Very good at networking, business. Their luck. Aquarius are actually very, very lucky. So that's a good planet to have that in. And they get along with Sag, so that's also a good, you know, Sag don't mind having their, that it's not really combative in that planet, you know. Next we have Saturn. So Saturn, you know, planet of limits, restrictions. That's where Aquarius, the parts that come in that limit you are at, the God complex, the stubbornness, the not willing to listen, because Aquarius are know-it-alls. Oh, yeah, Aquarius are know-it-alls. Usually the Mercury and the Moon have a problem with this. The Sun's kind of, sort of, but usually the Mercury and the Moon have problems with this. Oh, sometimes the Mars, depending on what the Mercury is. But they're know-it-all, so you can't really tell an Aquarius nothing, because they're like, I know it all. But it's, you can learn anything from anybody at any time. So Aquarius have to understand that you're smart, but they are too, you know. So that's where that comes in. It's just about learning the bigger picture and stuff like that. I think I already said, yeah, Aquarius are they have powers, I like to call it. This kind of reminds me of Scorpio. If you have an Aquarius moon, usually they're in tune with your feelings, and they're very intuitive, so they know like certain stuff that other people don't and stuff like that. So yeah. Next is Uranus, and I'm gonna put Neptune with that as well, because Uranus changes every 7 years. Neptune changes every 14 years. The last time Uranus was in Aquarius, it was my generation. From the 1990s to about early 2000s. And the last time when they were all grown, I think I put this in another video, usually Aquarius are very revolutionary, so they look at the bigger picture. My generation is all about saying why do we have to follow these certain rules? Why do we have to just accept this? Why are you passing that law? Like, we look into the deeper meaning of everything, because we're just like, it's not making sense to us, you know. Like, why we're good at asking why. Aquarius, Uranus is good at starting revolutions, you know, like, and not necessarily good at starting revolutions, but we start revolutions because we question everything, and when we find, like, you know, the defects in it, we're just like, I don't like that. So we just like, we will be heard, we will, you know, cause, like, start a revolution on other stuff. So yeah. Neptune and Aquarius, it's also my generation. It's gonna, the next time Neptune is in Aquarius is going to be 2024 to 2044. So that's fun. But no, Aquarius, Neptunes, this is the time now where everybody's awakening spiritually, because we're all getting older and stuff like that. But also, it's it was just installed in us, because, like I said, Aquarius are very in tune, very intuitive, so they they gear towards the spiritual route, because that's where they feel like, you know, they feel most comfortable. That's why it's a lot of indigo children in our generation and things like that. So spiritual awakening was meant to happen and stuff like that. We are very trustworthy. Like, if, for instance, as a president, we're not gonna, you know, do a Nixon, you know. Like, we're not gonna do nothing foul like that. We're gonna strive to make America better, instead of trying to do it for our own personal gain. So that's what I like about Aquarius. They can be very self-centered and disorganized, but once they get organized, because, you know, it depends on what house it's in and everything, but once they get organized, everything just can flow smoothly. Like, Aquarius, Neptune see a picture of, like, they want to change the world, and our generation was meant to change the world. This is a very inspiring generation, I can say. Very creative, very unique, very you know, just, we the shit. Right. But yeah, so Pluto, last time Aquarius was in Pluto was in Aquarius was 1778 to 1798. Oh, I tweet. Okay, so Pluto, last time Aquarius was in Pluto was 1778 to 1798, okay? So that's That's a big jump. But the next time is going to be in Aquarius is 2024 to 2044. So with that being said, because we know how Pluto operates, I feel like the Pluto Aquarius generation will be psychic, period. Like, they will have these powers, and because we're going through the spiritual awakening now and discovering that most of us are indigo children, we'll be able to teach our children and things like that. Because I don't know when y'all plan on having kids, but I don't plan on having kids anytime soon. So I'm pretty sure my kids are going to probably hit around this mark of hit around this mark of the, you know, Aquarius, Pluto Aquarius generation. So I can teach my child how to use their powers and to understand the voices in their heads and things like that. So yeah, this is yeah, depending on what house my child's stuff is in and stuff like that. So, and rising Aquarius, the Aquarius and the rising, it has a different energy over the chart, honestly, I would say, because it's like, it's different from other Aquarius placements completely. The rising just gives you the confidence to move like you're the most unique in the room. Also, they do have the God complex, but it's not that bad. It depends on what it's coupled with. I know some with I know some Aries suns with Aquarius rising. So it depends on what it's coupled with, but it's very unique, I would say. Very, very, very unique. And when it's coupled with certain other signs, it becomes just amazing. So Aquarius rising is actually a really good placement to have. They're also really good looking. They have to be. It's how people first see you and stuff like that. They have lots of friends, but depending on what else their other placements are is if they actually want to be friends with those persons or not. Yeah, they're very smart. They're very strategic as well. I can say they're very observant. All the Aquarius placements are very observant, but the sun, the rising sun, moon, and Mercury are the most observant, and the Mars. Let's see. Let me think of what Aquarius placements in general, though. You can tell when an Aquarius walks into a room. You can just tell. Like, they are they're just very, their energy is very, very loud. Like, it's just very loud. It's a great placement to have, really, though. In houses, it's a great placement to have. Like, you're very secure within yourself. But I can say, if there's ever an insecure Aquarius placement around you, run, because they're just as powerful as the other Aquarius placements. Honestly, they have the influence. Aquarius have influence over anything. Aquarius placements are most likely to go viral because of their uniqueness and stuff like that. Aquarius placement could post a video that they think is boring and it will probably go viral, because what's boring to them is not boring to everybody else. It's new to everybody else, you know. So you can tell when somebody has an Aquarius placement and stuff like that. Yeah, I love y'all, Aquarius. Happy belated birthday. I just wanted to drop this before the season ended, because I feel like Aquarius can teach you a lot. Aquarius do teach you a lot. They open your eyes, they change your perception, they show you new things and stuff like that. So it's just like, you know, Aquarius is really good depending on, you know, the person it's with and stuff like that. So also, they're very advanced. So if you have an Aquarius child, like an Aquarius South Node child, or just an Aquarius moon, rising, any child like that, they seem very advanced, okay? So they're very advanced in a sense of like, they all seem like, each placement all seem like they've been here before, you know? They just give you that energy of an old soul energy. They've been here before. So yeah. Aquarius, keep on being awesome. Watch that God complex. But love y'all. Oh, I should do a little pull on y'all. Just a little 3-card pull. Just to see how y'all are going to handle Pisces season. Because Pisces and Aquarius get along in a sense. Pisces and Aquarius get along kind of because Pisces has all 12 zodiac signs in them. So they also have a little bit of Aquarius in them, and they also come right after Aquarius. So, and they're older souls than Aquarius. So Aquarius don't like being told about themselves, but they like telling everybody about themselves. So here comes Pisces telling you about yourself, Aquarius. So just prepare for this season. It'll be fine, honestly. Most Pisces have Aquarius in them. So let's Look at you, Aquarius. These are the first 2 cards that popped out. So you guys keep on rocking, okay? You face your fears. You're facing everything that ever scared you, and you will be successful. You're moving away from that hurt, and you will be successful in everything that you do, Aquarius. But okay, love y'all, Aquarius. Like, subscribe, comment below if you're an Aquarius, say your birthday, and see if you agree with your Aquarius placements. Okay. See if you agree with your Aquarius placements and the trait sign names. But okay, Aquarius, love y'all. Bye.